Okay, this is my 8-bit CPU that I'm working on. So what it does right now is I'm still working on it, but this is how big it's going to be. These are all the different modules that I'll have populated eventually. Um, this one here I'm still working on. That's my program counter. It's a 4-bit, but I want to make it 16-bit. I'm sorry, 8-bit, because over here, when I eventually finish this, my RAM, this will be the address, this will be the RAM, this will be the data. So I want to change that to 8-bit instead of 4-bit. So I'll be working on that. But over here I have the red lights are my B register. The green lights, I'm sorry, this is my A register. This is my B register. This is my arithmetic logic unit. So whatever is in this plus this will be displayed here. This is my bus. So you can see everything goes, the data from this module goes out to the bus, data from this module goes out to the bus, and then it can, using this chip, or this chip, or this chip, and what have you, these chips allows the data to go into the module or out onto the bus. And this is what's on my bus right now. So I have a 1, binary 1 on the bus, because that's what is in here. Down here, these two modules here converts the binary signal to decimal. And I just finished working that using this here EEPROM that I programmed using this here Arduino powered EEPROM programmer. So that will program this chip here, read-only memory. So basically what it does right now is it just adds. So if I turn the clock on, turn this off, you can see it, it's adding 1. I got a 1 in this register, so it's adding 1 to the A register and displaying the output here. And you can see it counting up in decimal. That's the decimal equivalent of what's being added in binary. So I always step behind the bus because it takes a clock pulse to do that. I can speed it up. It goes from 0 to 255 because it's 8-bit. I can slow it down. Or I can, and these wires that are hanging here, these are my control wires. So they make it do different things. So for instance, if I want to subtract, I just move this wire from low to high. Now it's counting backwards. See right there. Really interesting how this works. This is really cool how that technology works. I can speed it up. Or I can do what's called 2's complement. We don't have this display set up yet, but let's reset. 2's complement. No. 2's complement. It's not that one. 2's complement. Nope. I forget. One of them wires. It just means that I can. What's a reset? Subtracting. I think it's this one. Let's see if it stops at 128 and goes backwards. Yep, see? It goes up to 128. So it'll go from minus 128 to positive 128. So I'll put that back into a full count by changing that control signal to low. Change that control signal to low so it adds. Now there we go, now it's adding again. So here we go. So I still got some work to do. I'm waiting for more parts to arrive to finish this, and I'm doing some modifications. So it is the design is done by Ben Eater. He's on YouTube, and he's a genius. And this is a 8-bit CPU. Now, of course, this isn't part of the CPU. This is just a display, but the rest of it is this is how processors work on a very basic level. So it's cool as shit. And this is where I am right now. Cool.